There's another frog. No.
What's up, guys? This is Ash, licensed instructor of herein, the martial art of awareness, coming to you from the Micro Retreat Center up here in just outside of Oswego, New York. And we're out here today, down by the water, and we're gonna pick some of these wild black raspberries. Come on in here and get a shot of these. Come in close. And so we got like a bunch of these wild black raspberry bushes with like some of the tastiest berries you've ever had. You're not going to find any berries like that in the store. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was maybe something a little bit controversial, and that's about how to fix your feet, right? And I'm going to give you a little hint. It's not about the shoes. I know like Kelly Starrett, he likes to tell a story about his kids, how everyone had like a perfect gait until like 5 or 6 years old, and then all the kids like from his daughter's class went on midwinter break or whatever, and they came back and they all turned into heel strikers. But it's really, I don't think, it's not about the shoes, and I want to tell you why based on some of my observation. So, of course, I don't have a PhD or a master's degree in physical therapy or, kinesiology or anything like that. But, in my experience as a martial arts instructor, the feet are one of the 3 roots of the body. So, you have the hips is the root of the leg, the shoulder is the root of the arms or the hands, and then the feet is the root of the whole body. So, and I'll just warn you guys now, this one's going to be long. I'll try to keep it under 10 minutes, but no promises. So anyway, like I said, the feet are super important to your martial arts practice, and with the herein approach of this mindfulness, I'm hyper aware of my feet in a way that probably most people aren't, to the point where I'm conscious of the individual bones in my feet and their position as I stand, as I walk, as I move, and then also my observations of watching other people walk, and the problems that they experience either in their martial arts practice or just in daily life. So in herein we talk about hardware and software. So the hardware is the body, and the software is the movement. So I want to give you guys 2 things to consider with the problems with feet that people are having, right? One under hardware, one under software, and they both kind of come back to the same thing, which is basically getting away from like the natural way of living. I'm going to introduce you guys to my kids. You may have seen them in some of the other videos, but I want to use them as an example. And the reason is why I say it's not about the shoes, right? Now, ladies, if you're trying to stuff a size 9 foot into a size 7 pump with a 4-inch heel, obviously that's going to jack up your feet. So I'm not saying that shoes don't play any role in the problem, and definitely they help reinforce some of the bad patterns that people are using, but I don't think it's not the primary cause, right? So, and the reason, like I say, is because I want to show you with my kids. Now, my kids, because I'm kind of like, off the wall compared to like the, average person, my family has had sort of an unusual lifestyle, like from the get-go. So my kids have basically been homeschooled from day one, and until we just moved back here to the New York area to start the Micro Retreat Center, we lived in Arizona. Year-round, you don't need shoes. And my kids spent, especially because they were homeschooled, they never needed to wear shoes. So my kids have been barefoot for 98.9% of their entire lives to this point. And they're still wicked heel strikers, and that's become an issue now here that we're living in this old house here at the Micro Retreat Center. just because of the amount of noise that it makes when other people are trying to sleep. But anyway, so first of all, I want to show, okay, before I get there, Weston Price talked about this issue with flat feet, right? And so, you know, it has to deal with nutrition. So this is getting into the hardware side of things, right? Like if you have flat feet or fallen arches due to nutrition during your mother's pregnancy, barefoot shoes and barefoot training by itself is not going to fix that, right? And, you know, again, like with my kids, because before we found out about a lot of this stuff, we had our kids too close together, so we had them all like boom, boom, boom. We had 3 of them back to back. So, you know, like I said, part of it is the nutrition during the mother's pregnancy, and it's reflected in the structure of the foot and the structure of the dental arches. So I'm going to go ahead, why don't you pause it real quick. Alright, so here we go. These are my 3 kids, and so of course my daughter's the oldest, then my oldest son, my youngest son. Alright, so my daughter here, let's go ahead and, can you smile for the camera? See? Perfect dental arches. No orthodontics ever, right? And structure of the feet, boom. Beautiful. Right, turn around. So you see like the back side. Okay. See, looking good. Now, my oldest son, right? Can you smile for the camera a little bit? See, good, perfect dental arches, top and bottom. No crowding whatsoever. He was born a little bit too close to his sister, but, you know, my wife still had enough reserve nutrients in the body that during the pregnancy everything was fine, and bam, solid feet, right? Looking good. Okay, now then we get to my youngest, 3rd one in a row. A little bit of dental crowding. Let me see. Yeah, smile. See, so the dental arches got a little bit crowded, and we got flat feet.
No flat feet.
Yeah, what have we been saying already the whole time, trying to train you on your movement? No flat feet, right?
You need to have feet like...
So that's the hardware issue, right? Now, the next is the software issue. So like I said, then the next aspect is the software issue, which is going to be your movement, like how you move. And again, like I said, both causes or both issues relate to getting away from like that natural way of movement. And so I don't think it's the shoe, I think it's indoor living. That's the problem. And then the shoe just reinforces your walking pattern. Because like I said, is that my 3 kids and myself, you know, you can look down, here we are, we're all outside, we're all on our bare feet. We spend as much of our time barefoot as possible. The kids have grown up barefoot, hardly ever worn a shoe a day in their life, and they're still wicked heel strikers. Why? Because before we moved back here, when we were still in Arizona, it was still, especially, you know, it's like 6 months a year, it's over 100 degrees, nobody wants to be outside. So there's a lot of indoor, still a lot of indoor living. And when you're walking inside on carpet, on nice flat floors, you can develop that pattern of heel striking. And then it just gets reinforced if you're wearing like a padded shoe. So now, how to fix the problem, right? So like I said, that it's not about the shoe, right? So no, now don't get me wrong, I have a couple of pairs of Zems, I love them for different conditions. You know, a lot of our guys, you know, from the old Arizona group were all wearing Vibrams or zero, they call them like zero shoes. Just like a zero drop kind of huaracha sandal, and we all loved them, but that's not the fix, right? The only way to deal with the problem is going to be right up here. You have to become mindful of each and every step that you take, right? And bring your attention back to how you're walking and make a conscious effort to not be a heel striker, right? Walk with the balls of the feet, right? The big and small ball, especially when you're running with a slight bit of supination, so that the foot can act as a shock absorber. Now, I have been training on this walking because of herein and because of the research that I put into barefoot running and so on. You know, I've been making concerted effort to walk mindfully now for more than 5 years, right? I'm the biggest one in the house. I make the least amount of noise when I walk. Why? Because I don't heel strike, right? So, you want to fix the problems? It's not about the shoe. It's about your attention, right? Bringing attention to how you walk each and every step, all right? If you want to get into some more of this stuff, check us out on herein.com. Or if you're in the Oswego area, you can check out the local website. It's fallingleaveskungfu.com, just to advertise the local classes. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe, share, leave a comment. Thanks, guys.